Well, yes, that's basically true for two reasons. One is that governments come and go, and ministers come and go very, very quickly, as do civilian officials, whereas the military is a permanent, established, and more or less meritocratic institution, and so it, makes sense to keep good and close relations with this permanent institution in the country. The other reason, though, is that, and by the way, I mean, successive Pakistani civilian governments have also acknowledged this and fallen back on the military, that in certain narrow fields, and construction is one of them, the military is an institution which, more than any other institution in Pakistan, can actually get things done. So the Frontier Works Authority was mentioned. Well, at a time when the United States government was extremely hostile to Pakistan and to the Pakistani military in particular, when the Afghan war was at its height, I have to say that USAID was full of praise for the relative efficiency and honesty with which its aid programs had been instituted in the frontier areas by the Frontier Works Authority. And so the Chinese are naturally relying very heavily on the army when it comes to the construction of their corridor to the Indian Ocean, which they are very anxious, for their own strategic reasons, of course, to create. So yes, I mean, that is a permanent feature of Pakistan and of international relations with Pakistan. And of course, the Chinese, in particular, as an authoritarian government, I think do find it easier to work with the Pakistani military than with the civilian authorities.